What's up, y'all? Remy TV back again with another video, back again with another reaction. And today we're having a conversation about the atrocities that Christians around the world are going through right now. And you're not going to see this on mainstream media. You're not going to see it on social media. You're not going to see your favorite celebrity talking about the things that are happening to Christians right now, being murdered by the thousands just because they are Christian. We're going to listen to Patrick Bet-David break down, and I haven't even watched this video. I saved to watch it. I've been wanting to do a video about this. I've been wanting to do a reaction about this. So I waited because I wanted to do a reaction with you guys. And so I don't know if you know what the hell is going on around the world with Christians being persecuted. I don't even know if you knew that Christians, I'm talking about in the world that we live in, the globe, the earth, are the #1 most persecuted group in the world. But they don't talk about that because why? It's Christians. Anyways, if this is the first time on the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let us watch the video.
If you turn on primetime news, you're probably going to hear about what's going on with Ukraine.
On Ukraine's
Ukrainian city of Dnipro.
Ukraine has come under heavy bombardment from Russia.
Or what's going on with Gaza.
But in Gaza.
For Gaza.
Gaza.
But you're probably going to hear nothing about the fact that one country has executed more persecutions towards Christians than any other countries around the world combined, and that's Nigeria. Just this year, 7,087 Christians have been killed, beheaded in many instances this year just for going to church. Today we're going to talk about the events that are taking place in Nigeria targeted towards Christians. If you get value out of this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it. So watch this. If you're watching this and we know mainstream media is not going to be talking about this a lot with other people, you want to get more exposure to it, share with other people. Let me tell you why. Since 2009 till today, 125,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria, according to the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law. By the way, when you're looking at the surge, 7,087 just this year in the first 220 days, that's 35 a day. 7,800 abducted, they disappeared, can't find them anymore. 19,100 churches have been destroyed. Imagine you going to church. Imagine on Sunday, you just want to take your kids to church. All you want to do is go pray, maybe, sing a little bit, worship music, listen to the pastor, the preacher, what they have to say, the priest. 19,100 churches have been destroyed. By the way, 10,000 schools have been destroyed that are teaching Christian theology to kids, certain values that they have. And in Nigeria, specific areas, they're being targeted. Now, who is doing the targeting to these Christian communities, these Catholic churches? Many of these guys are the jihadists, one of the leaders being Boko Haram since 2009, later splintering into ISIS West Africa province, the ISWAP and Ansaru, conducting mass killing, forcing conversions, and abductions. And you're seeing this in the news. I'm going to put a picture here for you to see on what's going on. This is what they look like. They're just going around targeting Christians, burning homes, seizing land, destroying harvest, sexual violence. And the way they're going about doing it is they're going at night when you're asleep, night assaults on villages, church seizures and burnings, mass kidnapping, land grab, creating no-go zones for Christian natives. And families are sitting there saying, what do I do? I just want to go to church. I can't. You saw service with everything that's going on. I mean, we get the challenge with our faith a lot of times. How strong is our faith? Is our faith as strong as this guy? They're still in church. They're still there praying. They're still singing to worship music, even though all this stuff's going on. You hear guys talking about, they killed my family. They killed my parents. They burned my house down. They burned my relative's house down. They burned my kid's house down. All I have left is this shirt I'm wearing. Here's what the fellow was talking about. I want you to watch these two clips. One of them is them still going to church on a Sunday, and one of them talking about what happened to him and his family.
to my family members, they died in this house, 11, and some died in the other stores. Here and up, my house is up there. That place also is burned. And the store where I pack my goods, I store my goods everywhere has burned. They burned my clothes, they burned everything, they burned our food, all my family members, what we kept with is our food.
You know, the criticism that a lot of mainstream media gets is, what's the purpose of me showing this? It's just Christians. I mean, it's just Christians, but we have to show anything else to raise the temperature and make sure people are angry and go out there protesting. Free Palestine, that's what we need. We need rage. Christians, give me a break. You know, if you're going to go out there and kill 49 Christians in Democratic Republic of Congo that were killed by machetes, not a big story, right? We shouldn't share this if we're mainstream media. Some victims were beheaded and burned, but I mean, we don't need to really talk about it a lot because it's just Christians. We need to really get into the story and then hear stories that's going on in Canada. You got Justin Trudeau, 112 churches burned in Canada, Catholic churches, and Justin Trudeau, former prime minister, gets up there and says, well, I understand their rage. I mean, you have to watch this to believe what the former leader of Canada had to say about all the church burnings that was going on in Canada. Here's Justin Trudeau for you.
Acts of vandalism and arson are being seen across the country, including against Catholic churches. One of my reflections is I understand the anger that's out there against institutions like the Catholic Church. It is real and it is fully understandable.
And by the way, I got a list of other places to read. The only reason I'm showing you Justin Trudeau is because it's not just happening in Africa or Syria and all the, it's happening in the West as well. We can tell you some of the stuff that's going on in Arizona that happened recently. This has taken place, and so a lot of Christians are saying, hey, what do we do about this? Do we just sit around and not do anything? What can we do about this? Some are saying, hey, well, that's why we need a crusade. There's a spiritual warfare going on. That's what we need right now. We need to get louder. Some are saying mainstream media should talk about it. Well, if they're not, we should talk about it. We will. Some are saying, well, maybe Christians are not understanding the whole concept of tolerance. We should be tolerant. We should be tolerant. Well, if there's an example of a guy that wasn't tolerant, it was Jesus. This concept of being tolerant towards who? Towards everybody, allowing all this stuff to happen? I used to pray for 4 things for many years. 20 years I was praying for courage, wisdom, tolerance, understanding. I told my kids, we're not praying for tolerance anymore. If someone's pushing the envelope, make some noise, do something about it, right? We're seeing all this stuff that's happening over here. God forbid if something happens to, Muslim or a different denomination or Jews, everybody wants to talk about it. Oh my God, you won't believe what happened. How about Christians? Do they have a valid argument here that people are making? I think they do. I think they do. But there's maybe not a business model in trying to help Christians out. Maybe there isn't. Maybe Christians who are sitting around right now and we're seeing everybody wearing a Ukraine pin, which, by the way, to people that believe in that, I support the fact that you do. How many of you guys are wearing a Nigeria pin right now with the Christians over there that are going through what's going on to them? Who's wearing that? When's the last time you wore that? Are you really sporting it? Maybe you're a Christian yourself. Are you? I don't know. All I'm saying is it's unfortunate that mainstream media that's not talking about these types of stories. We definitely will. When you're sitting out looking at the countries with the most Christians in it, at the top is U.S., then you have Brazil, then Mexico, then Nigeria is at the 4th place with most Christians. You think some people like them being there? Maybe not. We're seeing what's going on with UK. We're seeing what's going on with immigration. We're seeing what's going on with, you should just let anybody into your country. Who cares if you lose your national value? Who cares if people are in your country who hate you? It's okay. That's part of freedom of speech. Really? Yeah, it's okay. Today I was looking at 2 things. You know what countries' Bibles are illegal to buy and sell? Go try buying a Bible in Iran. See what happens to you. By the way, go try buying a Bible in Iran in Farsi. You won't find it. Only the people that are Assyrians and Armenians can have Bibles in Iran, but you can't put it in Farsi and distribute it. That's illegal. Go to Saudi Arabia and see if you can sell a Bible in Saudi Arabia in Arabic, because that's a form of, conversion. You're trying to get people converted into Christianity. In America, we're like, it's okay. Sell it on Amazon, Quran, whatever you want to sell. Go sell it. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech. Maybe there's a place for it, but at the same time, those other countries don't want Christians to be growing. And we're like, yeah, but it's their country. They get to create their laws. But in America, it's like, no, we're okay with everything that happens here. Maybe, maybe not. But I believe there needs to be more of a discussion here with this, and more of a topic and more of a debate. And we're not having enough of it right now. There are so many other debates that have 99% of Twitter, X, YouTube, everywhere. How many debates about this topic? Maybe not enough. Maybe we need to get a little bit louder. And maybe if you're watching this right now saying, honestly, I didn't know about that with Saudi Arabia. I didn't know that about Iran. Go ChatGPT it. Go look it up for yourself. Do you think they should be selling Bibles? Why don't they? Why are we allowing everybody? Are we a little bit too tolerant in America? I don't know. It's a good question to ask, and you can answer it for yourself. I don't know where you're going with this. Are you insinuating the fact that we shouldn't be able to do this? More and more mayors with other denominations who hate America are creating policies, and we have certain cities in America that the police department has the language written in Arabic. This is America. What are you talking about? This is America is what we're talking about. No, we should do it. We should do it. It's okay. We should do it. We got folks who work for the government in certain areas of Dearborn and Michigan that are saying, I hope one day you get kicked out of the city and I will celebrate and put a parade together so you can never come back here again because your type doesn't belong here. Your type? He's an American. What do you mean your type? You hate America, go back to your country. Your type. Ilhan Omar talking all the stuff she's saying about Charlie Kirk.
I have nothing to apologize for. It is a tragedy that Charlie Kirk was killed in that way. I feel for his widow and his children. They will have to live with that for the rest of their lives. But there is no legacy to honor. It was a legacy filled with bigotry, hatred, and white supremacy.
He was not a hero. He was a bigot. A bigot? What are you, lady? Go back to Somalia. You hear her videos talking about to her country that one day my hopes is to go out and create some change because I want to come back to my homeland, which is Somalia. Go back already. Should we sit there and allow these people to create policies who absolutely hate America? I have a very big problem with that. If you run a company, your employees hate your company, would you keep them? Or would you tell them, go find another company you love? I would tell them, go find another company you love. If you're dating somebody who hates you and your family, would you stay with her? Would you stay with them? Would you tolerate them? Why are we doing that in America? I don't know. But it's a fair question that many are asking me. They're connecting me saying, why are people not talking about this? You have a very valid point. We're going to. And hopefully that influences some of you guys talk about this more as well. So if you're watching this, and again, you got some things in here that got your blood pressure a little bit higher, saying, you know what, I'm with them. I'm not okay with this. Share this with as many people as possible and ask them the questions. Do you agree with them? What do you think about what he has to say in this video? And let's see what people have to say about it. But I do think this is something that more of us need to be talking about. If you got value out of this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you're wondering how interested I am and am in wanting to see if there's a way that we can coexist with Muslims and Christians, I did a religion roundtable. I brought 2 Muslims on this side, 2 Christians on this side, and we had a conversation. You watch this and you tell me if the Western ideology matches with some of the other ones and what the vision of both is. You be the judge of it. Live conversation with 2 folks from 2 opposite sides. It got heated. It was actually very revealing, and I respect the fact that all 4 of them agreed to do it. So if you've never seen it, click here to watch it. With that being said, take care, everybody. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
That just gets my blood boiling. This just gets me so angry because I'm a Christian. Unapologetic about being a Christian. I follow Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. And people, mainstream media, people want to have conversations about everything else other than what is happening to Christians. Because the truth is, this is the truth. Christians are under attack around the world. And the thing about Christians is, Christians are, like what he just said, the tolerant group. Christians are the group, oh, it's okay, we'll forgive them, turn the cheek. I agree with all that. But literally people are dying. Christian pastors aren't talking about it. Fake mega pastors that peddle books All they want to do is peddle books, sell books, do tours, make money off music, get Grammy nominations and win Grammys. That's all they care about. They don't really care about Christians. They're not talking about what's going on in Nigeria. They're not talking about the persecution that Christians are going through around the world. Fake pastors, fake preachers. You know them and I know them. And forget them, just Christians in general. When's the last time you spoke to your Christian friend and said, bro, did you hear about what happened in Nigeria? Are you hearing about what's happening in Nigeria to Christians? But let me tell you something. When it comes to Muslims, when it comes to the people in Iran, or not even Iran, when it comes to people in Ukraine or around the world, people in Palestine, in Israel, Jews, we know everything. We know everything. How come we don't know what's going on with Christians? Because Christianity is under attack. It's just that simple. They don't like it. They don't, because it goes against their ideology. It goes against what they're trying to push. They don't like that Christians have certain beliefs that they disagree with. And so Christians become the enemies. And I'm trying to tell you, it's happening around the world slowly, surely. The Charlie Kirk thing at his memorial, when people were praising and all the pastors were coming on stage and speaking. I didn't watch it, but I saw the clips. I saw mainstream media try to label that event as a bigot, as an event filled with bigots and people who are racist and all this stuff because they're worshiping Christ, that they're trying to take us back because everybody was worshiping. Everybody was praying. They're saying that that's hateful. I don't know. There's nothing hateful about Christianity other than your perception of Christianity. And you got to think about this. If disagreement is violence, or if disagreement is bigotry, or if disagreement is hateful, then if you utter anything outside of what I just said and you disagree with me, then you're being a bigot and you're being hateful and you're being a racist. You see how stupid your logic, these people think? That's how dumb the logic is. Share this with people, man. Share. More people, more Christians need to understand about what is going on around the world right now to our brothers and sisters in Christ.